How's it, guys? Okay, so we're doing a quick recipe for everyone that's just starting to brew their super ginger. Okay, I do 14 liters at a time. This container takes 14 liters. Okay, lukewarm water to warm water. Okay, so I use 3 packets of super ginger in a 14 liter container. So one packet makes 5 liters. Then I finely chop up these apples. They're golden delicious apples. At Pick n Pay you can get them cheap. They're 16 rand and they're called kids yellow apples. So you can see I chop them up super fine with one of those twisters. I put a little bit of water in to help mash it up. Okay, so that's my second ingredient. And then I use half a container of cinnamon. It's probably cheaper just to buy the box like this, the ground cinnamon from Robertson's or Pick n Pay or whatever. It's normally like 20 bucks a container. So I use half one of these. So your super ginger is 35 rand a packet for 5 liters. That makes 15 liters, so that's 105 rand. Your apples you only use 9, so this comes to around 10 or 11 rand for the apples, and another 10 rand for your cinnamon. Guaranteed the best mix that you can get. So I'm going to mix everything together. I'm going to take this packet here and I'm going to use half of this packet as well, because I'm assuming it's the same as, it's a refill for one of those, I think. So I'm going to use half of this packet because I'm making a few batches today. Okay, so the water temperature feels right. I hope I haven't overfilled it because I still need to fill it up with the apples and the ginger. So I might need to just drain a little bit of water out. Let's take 1 cup out and see what difference that makes. Yeah, that looks very good. Oopsie, it was a bit dumb. Oh, the water's a nice temperature. In fact, I think I'm just going to boil the kettle again quick. Glass out. Most important thing is that all your ingredients are diluted in the water nicely. I'm going to actually take a few cups out so I can add a little bit of boiling water at the end. So I'm just going to take a few cups out. So there's enough space for all my ingredients, and then there's still space for me to add a little bit of heat at the end, because you'll find whenever you add your apples as well, that does drop the temperature quite a bit by a few degrees. So I think that looks fine. I'm just going to pop the kettle on to boil while we add all the ingredients. And once you've finished adding all your ingredients, you don't add anything else. So you just let it sit for 3 days, 72 hours. And then normally you would be sitting on about 5% alcohol. But with the ginger, you'll probably only get it up to about 4% because the apples do absorb some of the alcohol as well. So we add our 3 packets of ginger. Strong. And then we're going to scoop our apples in with our ladle. Here's our ladle. Just rinse it off. So you can see this whole recipe shouldn't take you longer than 15 minutes. I would say invest in a bigger container. Don't do it with a 5 liter container. Rather, excuse me, rather do it with a bigger container, because you're going to drink the 5 liters and then you're going to wish you'd made more, because it doesn't go very far. You'll see. As soon as you start drinking it, it's so nice that you won't stop. So yeah, make 15 or 20 liter containers. Okay, and you can see it's almost like a pulp. I've managed to get the apples super fine. So, yo, this ginger is very strong today. The apple also takes the sting of the ginger beer away, and it gives it a much softer taste. Just going to put a little bit of phosphorus. You can let the boiling water inside. And now the most important thing is that you get everything dissolved. So you're going to have to stir and stir and stir. I would say for a good 5 minutes, maybe 2 minutes. It's nice and fine. You can see how fine my apple is. So this should mix fairly quickly. And then, like I say, make sure you don't seal your container. If you seal the container, what happens is your container will explode. That's why a glass lid with a nice plastic base really works well. You can close it, but just leave a very fine area for it to breathe. And that's as easy as it is to make the super ginger, but make it nice, not so it's too gingery. A lot of people don't like the ginger. That's why you add the apples, it takes the bite away, gives it more of a cider taste. It's very nice. And that's it. It's plain and simple.